Hey everybody, Peter Parks here from DNAWealthBlueprint.com, and welcome to this module. What we're going to be doing is going over CPA offers, how to pick your CPA offers, what to look for when it comes to a CPA offer, and next I'm going to show you just kind of the run-of-the-mill, why you should actually take that offer. So I'm in the back of one of my CPA network accounts right here. I've got a whole bunch of accounts. This is actually one of my smaller accounts, and I'm going to show you some stats to just so that you see it's in real time. I believe in being 100% transparent because that's the only way people are gonna, they're gonna stand up and take notice and say, "Holy shit, this guy is the real deal," or "This girl is the real deal," because anybody can, take a screenshot of something and you don't know what it is, whether it's real or not, or anybody can Photoshop anything these days. So it's really hard to beat in time real live video. So let's first of all, let's go over to system preferences here. Let's scroll down here, and I'm gonna look for my clock. I don't even know where it is on my Mac, to be honest with you. So let's see here. Oh, date and time. There we go. So you'll see here what's the date and the time. It is currently 4:38 p.m. on a November the 28th, I believe, right? Yep, November the 28th. And you see the real time there. Okay, so let's get out of there. So let's go. So in this particular, um, I like running fitness and diet and skin offers. So let's go into here. These are a whole bunch of offers here that I'm looking at, and you look at what they pay out: $35, $33, $35, $38. And I'm sorry, I might have to blur out some of this actual information because it's just proprietary information that I'm just gonna, um, I actually can't let you see it, to be honest with you, because some of these networks that I belong to are private networks. So, just gonna have to grin and bear it and just kind of follow with me. So let's go over to, let's just pick out this trial offer right here. So you get to see the stats in real time, pixel tracking. This is very important. If you cannot set up a pixel on your CPA offer in a particular CPA network, then you don't want to run that offer. And the reason why you don't want to run that offer, as I'll tell you right now, is if you can't set up a pixel and you can't track all the way through to the cart, you're not going to know where a lot of your conversions are coming from. And you're just going to have a hard time literally mapping out what's working and what's not working. One of my tenets to CPA marketing basically is if you can't set up a pixel and you can't track, then you don't know. And if you don't know, then why would you go and burn your money and spend your money on driving traffic to somebody's offer on someone's network that won't let you put a tracking pixel to see exactly where your traffic is coming from? That's just foolish. You need to be able to be in complete control of your CPA marketing because those are your advertising dollars, and you need to be able to make it work. Now, as far as graphic restrictions, when it says all traffic accepted, that's actually beautiful. That's actually what you want. You want to make sure that you can. This is like considered like a universal. This is like considered like a universal offer. So you definitely want to make sure that you can send all sorts of traffic to it because you don't know what type of traffic is going to convert for this particular type of offer. So why would you not be allowed to send traffic? Sorry here, I'm just fixing up the screen here a little bit for you so you can see everything. So it's things like that that you need to look at. Now, when we go over to pixels, let's go over to pixels. So in this particular network, you can add your pixel. So it's very easy. And this is another thing too that I want to really talk about. If you're in a CPA network and they can't make things easier for you as far as setting up your tracking and setting up pixels, that's a big red flag. And you should say to yourself, I'm not going to waste my time going to this particular network, because if they don't have everything set up, they're not advanced enough to set this stuff up, and it's kind of really basic, then why should you bust your ass to spend all sorts of money on trying to get tracking when it's actually on the CPA network side to do that for you? So again, this is one of the reasons why I prefer to work with private networks. Private networks, they screen their affiliates. They want high-level affiliates coming in, and they audit the traffic to make sure it's high-quality traffic, and you're going to get paid. You're going to get paid wires once a week. Well, to start out with, you probably get paid probably in about 30, 40 days, pretty standard, unless you can prove right away, or you got references that you're going to bring high quality traffic, it's going to convert, and they audit it after the first couple of weeks, maybe the first month. You can expect to get daily, or well, actually, yeah, you can expect to get daily wires, because you're going to want that wire to fund your advertising account. But that's in a completely different module. I don't want to get off track. This one is about picking offers and looking at the offer, determining whether the offer is worth it or not, and then setting up your tracking and making sure you got tracking. So let's get back on track. So basically, all you want to do is you want to submit this here. You want to look at, obviously you want to name your pixel. So it doesn't really matter. This pixel is for tracking on Yahoo with my ad number one, my ad number one without border, right? And then you can pick whatever kind of pixel type you want, postback, image, iframe. You can actually go general as well. So when it says there, enter URL to post sales data to, that's a URL that you wanna submit any type of information that comes back to you, so that you see. And then the macros are basically C1, C2, C3. You can set those up for whatever other variables that you want to actually add inside of your actual pixel. So, enter URL to post data back to was going to be www.mydomain.com/test. And then you want to do like a post back. You can do an image, you can do an iframe. When you do all that stuff, everything switches up. So iframe, use the image there. If it's an image, then you enter the name of the image. So I'm just going to do a post back, and then simply submit pixel. What's going to happen now is it says invalid URL, because it's actually checking the actual URL. So you want to do an actual real URL. So let's just go Facebook.com, and I can actually do this right here. It's already set up for me, so I can put that in there. So now I have my pixel set up. This pixel's for tracking Yahoo with my number one ad border without border. There it is. I've added a postback general and my pixel setup. Okay, so that's how you set up. That's how you set up a pixel, and then you simply grab your pixel, and then you can edit it as you see fit. So let's get out of there, because I don't want to confuse myself with what I'm doing. But that's basically how you submit your pixels. Okay, so now when we're looking at the offer, obviously you want to basically look at the offer, look at some of the direct response mechanisms that are set up in this offer. You want to look at, is this the type of offer that you want to basically run? And you look at it, and I'm going to get into what to look for a particular offer, but this isn't the module for that. Right now, this is pretty much a really good high converting offer, because I'm testing these offers out. So you want to be able to look at that. That's okay. Shut that down. Then you basically, you want to go over and you want to grab your links. So, it's $35 per card issued. It's real-time tracking pixel, yes. Suppression data, this is huge. If you're going to run your email campaigns, you want to download the suppression data file. And this is another thing that you want to do is if you're working with a private network and you're doing email, you want to make sure there's a suppression file, because if you're doing if you're starting to grab email addresses or you're buying email addresses and you don't clean up your data, the network, you're going to be liable for, I think it's up to $5,000 per offense when it comes to email, and the network's not going to stand for that. They'll actually turn around and sue you. So you have to make sure, well, first of all, they'll just cut you right out of the network. They'll seize all your funds and then they'll sue you. So you have to make sure that, and that's another thing that you want to do when you're working with a CPA network, is you want to make sure that you have all this taken care of. And then you got your creative packages as well. So in this particular module here, that's what I wanted to show you there. And then you can look at your landing page here. You get your links. You can put in for your sub IDs whatever you want. So this is going to help you. This is going to help you know where you're testing. So I'm testing out banner 1, no border, Facebook. So you can actually see here as I'm typing all this in here, it's coming in my C1, or sorry, my C2. So again, this is about tracking and testing. If you do not track, you do not able to put a pixel in, you're not being able to do any of that stuff, you're wasting your time, because you really want to know exactly where you're tracking from, whether it be what creative, what traffic source, what campaign, what image, what body copy. You've got to track all of that. And then you got to go into the network side on the traffic sources, and you got to track, if you're doing like a run a network, you might not want to do a run a network. You might want to actually go inside of that network and say, I only want to specifically target these specific verticals inside of this network, or these specific channels inside of this network, because you know that your offer is going to convert a little bit better after you've done your split testing. So make sure that you do all of that stuff when it comes to setting up your tracking. Now, some of this may be basic to a lot of people, but to a lot of people, this could be a little bit more advanced, and they're probably wondering, well, how do I set up my tracking? This is how you set up the tracking on this side of things. You've got to make sure you have these foundational items. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time when it comes to CPA marketing. You're not going to make a dime. So with that being said, so let's go back up here now. And with offers here, I'm just going to collapse these offers here. And I'm going to go over to reports. So let's slide down to reports, and let's just go to commission summary, so that you see everything is all on the up and up. So you'll see here in September 2013, I've ran these 3 offers right here. You'll see the sales here. Let's run the report. 219. Okay, so we'll go on August 2013. Only a couple different campaigns that I'm running. You'll see here for this particular month, $13,638. So again, this is just off of 4 little small campaigns, not a big deal. But the reason why I'm showing you one of my smallest CPA accounts is because if you can do numbers like this, then basically, to make $13,000 a month off of a $5,000 ad spend, what does that leave you? Another $8,000 in your pocket? So what's that? $80,000, $88,000, $96,000 a year sitting behind your computer for 2-3 hours a day, running 4 little small campaigns. I think about 85% of the population on the planet would actually take that job. If you could tell somebody, hey, you want to have an opportunity to make $13,000 a month working 3 hours a day behind your computer, running CPA offers, like being a highly paid commission salesperson, and you show them what you're doing, yeah, I think a good percentage of that marketplace would say, yeah, sign me up all day long. I'll do that. And I'll do whatever it takes to learn what you're doing, right? So, you know, it's just little things like that that you can see what's going on. And then you see like another small month here, $5,000. Because I'm not really, most of these campaigns I've set up and I've put them on autopilot. So I don't even really look at them. So that's why you see the numbers like that. So with that being said, I just wanted to show you about the tracking, and I want to show you some stuff in real time, how you pick an offer, how you look at an offer, how you set up your pixel tracking, how you set up tracking in general, and just a little bit about the money. And this is all real-time stuff. So, not very many people are going to show you this kind of stuff because they simply can't show it to you, or they simply don't want to show it to you. So, and so that being said, I'm going to see you in the next module, and we're going to be talking about some more high-powered CPA, what to do's and what not to do. Take care, everybody.